Imagine this. You're in the middle of a dream. Maybe you're walking through a city made of clouds or swimming underwater without needing to breathe. Suddenly, you realize you're dreaming. And with that realization, everything changes. You're not just dreaming anymore. You're awake inside the dream. This isn't science fiction, it's called lucid dreaming. And what's more fascinating is how it opens a door to the subconscious mind. It lets you face fears, tap into creativity, and even rewire how your brain works. In this video, we'll explore what lucid dreaming is, how it works, and why it's one of the most powerful tools for personal growth that hardly anyone is talking about. Lucid dreaming is when you become aware that you're dreaming while you're still in the dream. Unlike regular dreams where you passively experience things, lucid dreams give you a level of control. You might choose to fly, explore wild dream worlds, or even ask deep questions to dream characters. But beyond flying or fighting dragons, lucid dreaming is a direct line into the subconscious. It's like walking into the back room of your own mind and finding it alive with meaning, memory, and potential. Here's the thing most people don't realize. Your subconscious is running the show, quietly, constantly, and almost invisibly. Think of it like the operating system of your mind. You don't see it, but it's what your thoughts, emotions, habits, and decisions are built on. And here's the kicker. About 90 to 95% of your actions each day come from your subconscious, not your conscious mind. That means the way you react to stress, the people you're drawn to, the fears you carry, even the beliefs you have about yourself. Most of it is shaped by what's beneath your awareness. This is why change can feel so hard. You're trying to update your life using only the 5% of your conscious mind, while the other 95% is still running old scripts. But when you explore your subconscious, especially through lucid dreaming, you start to rewrite those deep programs. You get to ask, why do I always feel this way? Why do I keep repeating that pattern? And more importantly, what do I need to heal or let go of? In other words, if you want to transform your life, you've got to start where the real action is, inside the subconscious. It's not just about understanding your mind, it's about reclaiming your power. Scientists have found that lucid dreaming activates parts of the brain normally dormant during sleep, like the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for logic and self-awareness. That's why lucid dreams feel more vivid and meaningful. Your brain is awake, but your body is still asleep. This creates a unique hybrid state where change is possible. Researchers at universities like Stanford and MIT have used EEGs to monitor lucid dreamers in sleep labs. These studies show that when people become lucid, brainwaves shift, and some areas become as active as when you're fully awake. Lucid dreaming isn't just interesting, it's very useful. For example, overcoming nightmares. People with PTSD or recurring nightmares have used lucid dreaming to change the dream and reduce anxiety. Rehearsing skills. Athletes and performers use lucid dreams to mentally rehearse. The brain doesn't always distinguish between imagined practice and real-life performance. Solving problems. Some people use lucid dreams for creative problem solving. Artists, writers, and even scientists have reported breakthroughs in dreams. Now here's where it gets deep. Let's imagine for a moment that there's a quiet teacher living inside you, one who knows everything you've ever felt, feared, or dreamed of. They don't speak in words, they speak in symbols, emotions, and stories. That teacher is your subconscious mind. Most people think of the subconscious as just a place where memories are stored or where old habits live. But what if it's more than that? What if your subconscious is constantly trying to teach you something? Through your dreams, your impulses, even your fears. In lucid dreaming, we enter the classroom of the subconscious. And here's the wild part. Everything you meet in the dream, every person, object, or event, is really a part of you. The angry stranger, maybe your own anger. The dark hallway, an unexplored part of your past. The flying sensation, your desire for freedom. These aren't just dream elements, they're lessons in disguise. And in lucid dreams, you can talk to them. You can walk up to that shadowy figure and ask, what do you represent? You can explore the house that keeps showing up and realize it's the blueprint of your emotional life. And when you ask your subconscious the right questions, it responds, not with logic, but with deep, intuitive truth. This is how healing begins, not by fighting the subconscious, but by listening to it, trusting that the parts of you you've buried still have wisdom to share. Think about it. Your subconscious is like a best friend who's been watching your whole life unfold, silently taking notes. And now, through lucid dreaming, you finally give it a voice, and what it reveals can change everything. You don't need special equipment to start lucid dreaming, just some practice. Here are some beginner techniques. 1. Reality checks. Ask yourself during the day, am I dreaming? Look at your hands, a clock, or a sentence. In dreams, these often look strange or change when you look twice. 2. Dream journaling. Write your dreams down every morning. This helps you remember them better and notice patterns. 3. Mnemonic induction, mild. Before bed, repeat, tonight I will realize I'm dreaming. 4. Wake back to bed, WBTB. Wake up after 5 to 6 hours of sleep. Stay awake for 15 to 30 minutes, then go back to sleep. This increases chances of becoming lucid. Over time, your brain learns to recognize the dream state. Now let's talk about something most people avoid, but which holds some of the deepest keys to personal growth: the shadow self. The shadow is the part of you that you've hidden away, not because it's evil or wrong, but because at some point you were told it wasn't acceptable. Maybe it's your anger, your sadness, your need for attention, or even your creativity, your sexuality, your voice. It's not always dark. Sometimes it's just the part of you that didn't get love. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychologist, said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." That's the shadow at work. And lucid dreaming gives you a rare chance to meet it face to face. In a lucid dream, your shadow might appear as a monster chasing you, a loud voice yelling at you, a storm, a version of you that's been locked away. Most people try to run from it or wake up. But here's the breakthrough. If you turn toward it, if you ask, "What are you trying to show me?" everything changes. You'll often find that behind that terrifying image is a part of you just asking to be seen. Underneath that fear is a hurt child. Underneath the rage is a voice that never got to speak. Lucid dreaming becomes a safe space to do what's hard in waking life, to stop running from yourself. And when you integrate your shadow, when you say, "You belong to," you unlock power, confidence, peace. You stop being at war with yourself. Here's the truth. The shadow isn't your enemy. It's your unclaimed strength. It's the emotional key to becoming whole. Because healing doesn't mean getting rid of parts of yourself. It means bringing them home. Many creative breakthroughs have come through dreams. Paul McCartney said the melody for Yesterday came to him in a dream. The chemist 𝐾𝐨 dreamed of a snake biting its own tail and saw the ring shape of the benzene molecule. In lucid dreams, some people have profound experiences, feeling connected to something bigger than themselves. They describe a sense of peace, unity, or even talking to a higher self. Is this just brain chemistry, or are we touching something deeper? Buddhist traditions have explored lucid dreaming for centuries through dream yoga. They believe that waking life is also a kind of dream, and that lucid dreaming helps us wake up spiritually. Whether you believe in that or not, lucid dreaming invites us to ask big questions. Who am I when I'm not my body? What is reality made of? Where do dreams end and waking life begin? Let's bring it back to you, because none of this matters if it doesn't touch your real life. Lucid dreaming isn't just a cool party trick or a mind experiment for spiritual seekers. It's a practical, powerful tool for personal transformation. Why? Because when you become aware in your dreams, you start becoming more aware in your waking life too. Most of us go through our days on autopilot. Same thoughts, same reactions, same fears. But when you practice becoming conscious in your dream world, you're actually training your brain to be conscious in every part of life. You start to notice your thoughts before they spiral. You catch yourself before reacting in anger. You step out of the story and realize you can rewrite it. And if you're someone who's dealing with anxiety, past trauma, or self-doubt, Lucid dreaming gives you a safe space to confront it all. In your dream world, you're not limited by fear, time, or logic. You can face what scares you, ask questions you're too afraid to ask, or even re-experience a memory and change how it affects you. That's not just sleep, that's healing. Lucid dreaming also reconnects you to creativity, curiosity, and wonder. You wake up feeling like you've touched something sacred, and that feeling doesn't stay in your pillow. It follows you. It shifts how you show up, with more courage, imagination, and purpose. So why does it matter? Because this is more than dreaming. This is you becoming the conscious author of your life. One dream, one decision, one insight at a time. So tonight, when you close your eyes, ask yourself, what will I dream of tonight? And will I realize I'm dreaming? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the mind, remember to like, subscribe, and share with someone curious about consciousness, psychology, or dreams. And in the comments below, tell us, have you ever had a lucid dream? What did you learn from it? Thanks for watching. Keep dreaming consciously, and we'll see you on the next video.